Me and Jake will travel to Romania. We will make this happen. We'll do it wherever you want, whatever conditions you want.
You know what? I'm trying so hard to not start internet beefs. I'm really trying not.
Andrew Tate has just revealed some shocking details about Jake Paul's fight contract. And trust me, this is a total game changer for Jake. These revelations had to come to light, especially since people were starting to think the whole thing was just another staged spectacle, particularly with all the chaos boxing has been dealing with recently. Interview us. Yeah, I'm talking about November 15th. But with these contract details now exposed, there's no need to question whether the fight is real. It's happening for sure. And honestly, after seeing that last clause,
For everybody.
You might have a fight on your hands.
That would go crazy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. No, seriously.
I'm
Let's
about
do
the
it.
action. Like I'm less talk now. Let's just fucking.
Jake Paul, without even realizing what kind of chaos he was stepping into, accepted Andrew Tate's challenge in just 24 hours. No, months of back and forth on social media. No,
Jake Paul, Conor McGregor. Is that fight happening or what?
Probably not, no.
Are you closed off to it completely?
I'm never completely closed off to anything. I used to say that about, things, but I don't say that anymore.
Smart.
Because you never know. You never know.
teasing the fans with nonsense, just a bold challenge from Tate, and bam, Jake's in. It's almost like he didn't even stop to think, wait, what did I just agree to? But hey, at least he's consistent. Always diving into the deep end without checking if
All he fights are old guys and whatever. But listen, say what you want, he wins. And he makes money. So he's doing his.
there's water first. This isn't your typical celebrity boxing match, though. There's no let's build our brand or let's chase views here. This is personal, and the stakes are sky high. Jake's not just fighting anyone. He's facing a real challenge. Tate and Jake are two of the most controversial figures in the fight world right now. But this isn't just about throwing hands in the ring. Oh no, there's real history here. It's a battle.
I don't see it as a sustainable thing.
He fought Tommy Fury and lost. Where's that rematch? Where's that rematch?
I don't know where it's at. I know he's fighting a 57-year-old champ now. What's
58.
Your 58? Don't want to take a year away from you, Mike.
He's fighting a guy that's almost 60 years old. And you know what I mean? I mean, that says it all. That says it all. There's nothing else that needs to be said. That's his shtick. That's his thing. He fights guys that are old, usually undersized guys, older, undersized guys. But he's fighting Tyson here, and him and Tyson are going to make a shitload of money,
A bunch of money.
and good for both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good for both of them. Like I say, Jake Paul
For the title of top dog in the fight game. Forget the flashy trash talk or the fake beef you see in most celebrity matches. This one's legit. And Tate made sure to emphasize that by leaking the contract details. The interview, it was like a bomb went off on the internet. People are losing their minds over this. It's already bigger than most fights we've seen in the past few years, and we haven't even hit fight day yet. Now, let's dive into
Dream world too. But let me explain something to you about combat sports. There are a whole bunch of men out here who will never be as famous as you, will never make the money you've made, who would kick the living fuck out of you. This is the hardest sport in the world, and people dedicate their lives to this, and most of them never get a payday. It never pays off for the majority of fighters, all of which would fuck you up. I'm one of the
to those leaked details. First off, forget all the scripted nonsense you see in other fights, interviews. This isn't about creating drama for views. Tate and Jake are here to settle this the old-fashioned way. No fake feuds, no attention-seeking stunts. What you see is what you get. The trash talk is savage, and there's no holding back. It's going to be explosive. This two aren't pretending to play nice. The
$3 million to bet with you. So this is your offer. $3 million. You put three, I put three. Winner takes all. I'm 5 years out the ring. I'm a kickboxer. You're 2-0 in boxing. I'm 0-0 in boxing. I've never even fought boxing. I'm a retired old man. 5 years I've been sitting around smoking cigars and fucking bitches, which are better looking than the fucking girl you're advertising.
tension is real, and this is personal. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming. Interview celebrity fights often rely on turning everything into a joke for the cameras, but Tate and Jake are going straight for the source. Both have massive egos, bigger personalities, and even bigger tempers. If you think the pre-fight talk is already wild, just wait until the bell rings. The next clause in the contract, drug testing. And it's the exact opposite of a formality. We're talking full-on, random, no-waste tests that could happen at any time. Forget about...
They're fucking you up. You only want to lose to them so you can say, well, I lost to Conor McGregor. Why don't you lose to an old man who's retired? I live in the real fucking world, Jake. There's a whole bunch of fighters out here who live in the real fucking world. Men who are dangerous and dedicated their lives to this sport and don't have a fucking fraction of the money you have because you've managed to become a fucking clown.
Out planning it out. Tate and Jake Paul could get tested anywhere, anytime. Interview as. Here's the kicker. Fail that drug test and you're out. No excuses. No second chances. Instant disqualification. And to make it worse, you'll be hit with a massive fine. So it's not just about losing a fight, it's about your wallet taking a huge hit too. And as if we haven't had enough drama already, Tate's made sure there's constant surveillance on these guys. No funny business, no sneaky enhancements. It's a pure test of skill and willpower.
To become a fucking clown, the biggest clown on the fucking internet. If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living fuck out of a fucking goofy, fucking entitled dickhead like you. You know my name, Andrew Tate. Fucking Google it if you want to know.
When Jake and Tate step into that ring, it's going to be raw. No supplements, no shortcuts, just pure face-to-face action. Interviews? Let's talk about the money because this is the part everyone's going to be watching. The winner of this fight will walk away with a massive $10 million. That's no small change, but here's the catch, and it's a big one. The full $10 million only comes into play if the fight ends in a knockout or submission. If it somehow makes it to the judges and gets decided on points, sorry, champ, you're walking away with just half $5 million. So now...
I'm trying so hard to not start internet beefs. I'm really trying not to.
No one's taking it easy and letting us go to the scorecards when a cool $10 million is on the line. Interverse. Dig veritos. Think about it. Tate and Jake Paul are now locked into a battle where the strategy isn't just about surviving the rounds. It's about finishing it. They're going to be swinging for the fences because let's be real. $5 million might sound nice, but double that is a whole lot nicer. Every punch, every move, every moment of the fight is a race to end it quickly, decisively, and dramatically. Now let's talk about the pay-per-view deal tied to this fight between Andrew Tate and Jake Paul because, spoiler alert, it's insane. These two are getting 50% of the pay-per-view sales. Let that sink in. For every dollar fans spend to watch this fight, both of them are taking a massive cut. And you know what that means.
I do understand what he's doing. I understand that he is very, very smart, even with his marketing angle. I'm just a YouTuber. You're not just a YouTuber. You're a full-grown man with the best coaches in the world who's dedicated his life to learning how to box for years. You know how to box. You're not a complete amateur. You know how to box very well. 3, 4, 5 years of training.
Right? It means millions. This isn't a couple thousand from some indie fight. We're talking tens of millions. However, interviews, PPV sales for big-name fighters like Jake and Tate, yeah, those numbers can get insane. So picture this. The fight blows up, and now both of them are walking away with $2 million each, just from people watching at home. That's a bonus from fans tuning in to watch them throw punches at each other. And don't kid yourself. This isn't just a small crowd of curious onlookers. We're talking about a global spectacle. Tate and Jake both have massive online followings. And you can bet your last dollar this thing is going viral. The bigger the drama, the more people will tune in.
That I have is in a Morgan Stanley bank account, compounding interest and hundreds of millions of dollars. So that's cooler than having a
And you better believe these two know that drama equals money. They're the kings of stirring the pot. Interviews. And there's more. How about this gem? The no rematch clause. Oh yeah, it's as juicy as it sounds. There's no rematch unless both Tate and Jake agree to it after the fight. So if one of them gets knocked out or submitted, that's it. Game over. No do-overs, no second chances. This is it, the first and only fight. This is where the pressure really ramps up. There's no I'll train harder and come back next year moment. No redemption arc. You either win or lose, and once it's over, there's no chance to fix it. It's like one of those game shows where you pick the wrong box and that's the end of the line. And let's not forget the cherry on top of this circus, the face-off in her vibes. Instead of the usual face-off on the scale for the official weigh-in, all that juicy tension is going to live exclusively on X, Instagram, and YouTube. We'll get to watch these two talk smack from the comfort of our phones. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why go this route? Well, it's the genius of modern promotion, my friend. We get an online thriller where every tweet, every Instagram post, and every viral video just cranks up the heat. Interviews. The weigh-in? Oh, it's going to be a showdown.
He knows. He knows way.
One, he's under contract. And
He's
two,
not his own boss.
And two, he won't do it. He knows.
Fans are going to be watching like hawks, waiting to see who blinks first. Will Jake's Twitter trolling finally get under Tate's skin? Will Tate keep his usual cool? Or will he snap? This is the moment when we'll finally see these two interact face to face, and that's when the magic happens. Forget about the numbers on the scale. Everyone's going to be tuned in to see who cracks first. Mental warfare, baby. But wait, it gets juicier. In case you thought the financial penalties for failing to make weight weren't enough motivation, let's talk about the 30%